Rum? Oh, yes. Gotta have rum. And here's another bottle.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, class. Come on, just now.
Come on.
Now for me. Listen, everybody, it's almost midnight, so fill your cups up.
Listen, what is this stuff? I can't move. I've been scuttled.
Keep your hands out of there. You want to lose them?
Delicious. What's it called, Mrs. Haskell?
It's Mrs. Haskell's very own atomic bomb shot. I want you to go in there next door, Everett, and tell them to quit this racket at once.
It's New Year's, Myrtle.
What's that to me? I'm sick. I'm a sick, bedridden woman.
But the one night in the whole year, Myrtle, there are parties all over the apartment house.
Oh, you think of everybody's comfort but mine.
I do the best I can. I've done the best I can for you ever since you've been sick. 10 years. I've waited on you hand and foot.
Yes, you leave me alone all day long.
I've got to make a living.
Why, you avoid me deliberately. You can't wait to get out of the house. You creep out of here in the morning before it's even daylight.
I've got to be at the post office at 6 o'clock, Myrtle.
Yes, and I'm here alone all day long. Why, you never telephone me. You never even think of me.
I think of you, Myrtle. I can't get you out of my mind. I weigh packages in the post office all day long and think of you. Of my life. My life with you.
Why? You want me dead. But I'm not going to die. Oh, no, Everett. I'll live on and on. I'll live to bury you, Everett Kelsey. Oh, go on in there and tell him to quit, will you? Your feeble excuse for a man. What's the matter? Oh, come on. It's New Year's Eve. You gotta cheer up. Now, listen, we all know that you've got your hands full with that wife of yours, but tonight you're gonna forget all your troubles. Now, my husband said that I was to bring you over. Are you sick, Mr. Kelsey?
No, it's my wife. She's not feeling well.
Mr. Kelsey, you know, I've lived next door to you for 15 years now and never even heard of her feeling well. She doesn't try to get well.
I'm sure she tries. Good night, Mrs. Haskell.
You know, my doctor says there's nothing really wrong with her.
She doesn't know.
It's all psychological, he says. She just wants to play lady and she wants somebody to pamper her and to wait on her, and we all know who that somebody is, don't we?
If you'll excuse me, Mrs. Haskell.
Oh, listen, Mr. Kelsey. We all think you're a pretty fine fella. Now, get wise, will you? My husband warned me not to say anything about this to you at all, but I'm going to because I like you, see? Listen, Mr. Kelsey. She gets up out of bed when you're not home. Well, it's just about time somebody opened your eyes. You know, lots of times I hear the vacuum sweeper going in here. I come and I knock on the door and it shuts off and she won't answer the door.
I've always cleaned the house. She can't move.
Well, check with the drugstore. She orders candy from there all the time. She has to open the door for the boy who brings it.
My wife is unable to get out of bed, Mrs. Haskell.
Oh, Mr. Kelsey, you just go on thinking that way if it makes you happy. But I'm telling you to open up your eyes because it's a brand new year and your neighbors love you.
A brand new year.
Yes. Now, come on. Come on next door and have a drink with us because you deserve it.
No, not now. I've got to get Mrs. Kelsey her milk first.
Oh. Well, come over when you get a chance. And we'll have fun. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. She's taken sedatives for 10 years. Tonight, she will have taken an overdose. She was depressed. She didn't want to go into the new year being an invalid. Everybody knows I've been devoted to her. No suspicion will fall on me. It will be called suicide. I'll be notified at the post office.
People running in and out all the time. What is going on out there, Everett?
Why don't you go out and see, dear?
What? Are you out of your mind? You know that I can't.
What's that black stuff on your mouth?
What? What? You must be seeing things tonight.
Is it candy, Myrtle? Does a drugstore send candy around to you?
You must know, yes. I need a little luxury now and then. Do you deprive a poor, bedridden woman even that?
How do you get to the door to get your candy when they deliver it, Myrtle? Answer me.
What's the matter with you tonight anyway? Have you been drinking?
It's the new year, Myrtle. All the old years. The years you had me feeding you, pampering you, worrying over you. They're gone, Myrtle, forever.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
You haven't been fooling poor, patient, stupid me all these years, have you?
You're out of your mind. Really. What's wrong with this milk? It's a funny color.
It burnt a little.
No, you wouldn't have the nerve, would you?
Nerve?
To poison me.
I don't know. Maybe I would.
Listen to them in there. They're happy. Happy, looking forward to a new year. What have I got to look forward to? Nothing. You've given me nothing in my life, Everett Kelsey, nothing.
Except my paycheck week after week.
Paycheck. Yes. What about love? What about romance? What about passion? You've cheated me out of life.
Did you dig that out of the movie magazines?
Huh? Why, I've had to imagine. I've had to dream a whole life of love, romance, and glamour. Lying here an invalid in bed, day after day.
You're no invalid.
Oh, how dare you, you beast! You Claude! Get out! Get out! You beast! You Claude! You swine! You... Oh, no! No! My life! My life! Oh, I hate it! I hate it!
Hello. Hello. Who are you? I can't hear you. You saw me do what? Why didn't I what? Pull my shades down. You saw what I did in the kitchen? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Second act of Telephone Call, starring Russell Collins.
Where you been, pal? We've been waiting for you.
Come on, honey. Listen, we're going to take Mrs. Kelsey over at our house, and she can lie on the sofa and watch us dance and have fun.
You can't let her spoil all your fun, Mr. Kelsey.
No, we're going to make a seat for her, like this, see? She can sit right up here and it won't bother her a bit.
No, please don't go in there.
Why? What's the matter?
Well, my wife, she doesn't like to be disturbed. She's asleep.
Oh, are you kidding? Nobody goes to sleep this early on New Year's Eve.
She does. She hates New Year's. She hates to see the years pass by.
Why aren't you going to answer it?
Leave it alone.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard of in my whole life.
Don't touch it.
Be silly, you need a drink. Hello? Who's this? Yeah, what are you talking about? No, this is not Mrs. Kelsey. This is Mrs. Haskell from next door. Who is it? What? Hello? Hello? The things people think up to do on New Year's Eve.
Oh, what did they want? What did they say?
Oh, you kid, they said. We know what you're doing. We saw you.
Oh, please, Mrs. Haskell, let's get out of here.
Why?
Come on, we must get out of
Kelsey!
here.
Mrs. Kelsey. She's asleep, all right. Come on. It's not bothering. Come on, she's asleep. Now, she won't even miss you, and a couple of drinks will do you good.
Well, I'll be with you just in a minute. I've got to clean up first.
Oh, you promise now.
I promise.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Kelsey, treating your wife like that. We saw what you did.
Where are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You're in the building.
You can't get away with it, Mr. Kelsey.
What floor? What apartment?
We're on your floor, but we're not going to tell you what apartment. You're driving him nuts. Kathy, did you really see what he was doing? Did you? No, I didn't see a thing. You didn't? Who else can we call, Kathy, huh?
Well, let's call his neighbor, the Haskell.
Okay. Gee, this is more fun than going to a circus.
And it's cheaper.
I never had so much fun. Hello?
Hello?
Mrs. Haskell? This is Joan of Arc.
Who?
Arc, you know, like an arc, blood.
Let's check the party on this deck.
I want to go up on the poop
Oh,
deck.
never mind the poop deck.
Jim!
This ain't Jim, you jerk. Excuse it, mister. She'll kiss anything.
I'm sorry.
Say excuse me to the nice man, Isabella.
Why should I?
Come on, have a drink with us, okay?
Don't go yet, mister. Isabella's gonna apologize. Apologize.
No.
Never mind.
Wait a minute. You're being rude to the young lady. You apologize to her, see?
That's right. Go on, apologize.
Shut up. I'm giving the orders. And what do you want? This is a friend of mine. Come on, let's go for a drink.
I don't drink.
Oh, come on. We got enough to launch the Big Mo and her sister.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Where you going in such a hurry? We've been invited to a party down the hall. You, me, and Isabella. Isabella? That ain't your real name. Can't be. You're a Ruthie type. Maybe even a Shirley, but not Isabella.
It'll do, sailor, won't it?
I gotta get out of here.
You want me to get rough?
What do you want of me?
Be patient. And stop interrupting. Come on.
No.
Here, take this. It'll put you in the mood.
Them's orders. Drink. And now we're going to the party, the three of us.
Play anything.
Will you play?
Come on, honey, pour 'em out. And the same the word will be next New Year.
What you said last New Year's, and did I get sick?
Honey, Dad.
Come on, honey. Hey, Daisy, let's you and I do it.
Look what I bagged down the hall.
For heaven's... Oh, you come with me. Pardon. Oh, I'm so glad that you decided to leave your wife for a minute and have some fun.
What are you so bashful about?
Come on, you dance with Judy here. Well, honey, come on, let yourself go like this.
I just adore dancing with an older man. It makes me feel real sedate, like a middle-aged lady, you know. My name's, excuse me, my name's Judy Jackson. What's yours? Hey, I'm talking to you, Mr. Romeo Jones. Pay attention to me.
I'm not sure I recognize your voice.
Of course you don't. I never met you before in my life, Mr. Romeo.
Kelsey, Everett Kelsey.
You're Mr. Kelsey? You're sore. Well, excuse me for living. I mean...
I'm not sure that I can.
Hey, what's the matter with you anyway? It was only a joke. We caught everybody in the building for fun. S-U-N. Ever heard of it?
Who's we? Who else was there?
Kathy Proctor and baby.
Directly across the court from my apartment. You saw what I did.
I didn't see anything, Mr. Kelsey. It was Kathy over there.
Yeah, Kathy, here.
Oh, he's having a good time at last. I'm glad. Would you look at that? He's going out into the hall with Kathy Proctor.
What's the matter? What's up?
I wanted to talk to you alone, Miss Proctor.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Well, could we go somewhere where we're alone?
Say, listen here.
No, well, now, don't be worried, Miss Proctor. We're not strangers, you know. We all live in the same building.
Well, all right. I live with my aunt down the hall. She's a professional babysitter.
She must be working late tonight.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the Lockmans don't get home until after 5 a.m. I work for the telephone company. I'm going to be a supervisor someday. Say, what's the matter with you? You're hanging on every word I say.
Well, isn't that flattering?
Oh, I never say anything important.
Perhaps you wouldn't know. I must have heard your voice before somewhere, Miss Proctor. It sounds very pleasant.
The telephone company thinks so. The voice with a smile, you know. Well, here's where I live.
Sorry, I just can't believe your story, Mrs. Kelsey.
I tell you, officer, he tried to poison me. Look, there is the empty bottle. I thought he acted funny all evening. I was afraid of him. I wouldn't drink the milk when he brought it to me. I just spilled it over myself, pretended. I wanted to see what he'd do when he found out that I hadn't drunk it. Well, look, officer, now I don't know where he's gone, but I want you to go out, and I want you to go and find that man and arrest him for murder.
All right.
All right, but then go and do it, will you? Get on with it. Oh, wait, help.
What's the matter with you, anyway?
Your friend said you saw everything I did, Miss Proctor.
I don't know what you're talking about. What friend? You let me out of here.
Earlier this evening, Miss Proctor, you took the liberty of phoning me.
I never...
Now I take the liberty of questioning you.
I never telephoned you. Oh, you're Mr. Kelsey. Oh, listen. I was only kidding.
What did you see me do?
Nothing.
You're lying.
Dad!
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
that sly old devil. Look at him, Woody. He's trying to kiss her.
I was trying to fix him up, and all the time we had a girl right here in the building.
Now, that's the mousy type you gotta look out for, I always say.
Second-hand Romeo. Mortimer, look. Something's wrong over there. That girl's in trouble.
Hey, he's trying to choke her. Come on.
Come on.
You lie. You lie, you lie. You saw me pour the poison in her glass.
No, I didn't.
You lie. You saw me murder her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You saw me. You saw me. Don't open that door. Don't open that door. All right, yes, I admit it. I killed my wife. I killed my wife. I admit it.
No, wait.
But you're not going to get me.
The window.
Wait, what was that scream?
Well, don't just stand there. Go and find out.
Letty, listen. Don't yell at me. I'm not your husband.
I'll have you reported. You see if I don't. I'm going to go.
Well, what is it? I'm afraid we have some bad news for you, Mrs. Kelsey.
What? I thought she couldn't walk.
Never mind you. What is it?
Your husband thought he poisoned you.
There. Now, do you hear that, officer? Isn't that proof enough? I want you to go out there and find the reporters and the photographers.
Well, there's no need for them.
Now, they'll be here anyway. They'll want pictures of your husband's body lying in the courtyard.